I grew up in a country community, but I had to move away for a job. There were no jobs on farms where I was born, so I studied engineering and I travelled the world in engineering. I came into aged care by accident, and it was for development, to project manage a number of developments for a large aged care provider. And I stayed on because I knew I could make a difference. If you look at a large aged care organisation, they'll have internal resources that are like HR, marketing, IT, governance, finance, and so on. I don't know that any single standalone aged care service in regional Australia can have all of those resources on tap. They expect the facility manager to occupy all of those roles, and they simply can't. And if they even try to, they'll be completely distracted away from delivering good care. So what we've built is some software to make their life easier. A lot of aged care businesses shy away from rural and remote because they think they have to be there every 5 minutes to manage the managers. We want the managers to manage themselves. So we like to think of them as the chief executive of their own business, and we support them in that way. Aged care today is not just a job, it's a calling. What we look for, particularly in direct carers, is kindness. If you're kind, we know you're going to deliver good care. We can train you to do all of the other things. The home environment, the environment in which I live, is important. It needs to be relaxed, it needs to be comfortable. And I can see a lot of aged care facilities that are built to look like hotels, or they're highly institutional. So what we try to do is redevelop those facilities so that they represent a smaller home model. So in scale and in the way that they operate, and that are easy for staff to look after residents in those environments. One of the most rewarding things for me is to see residents being able to stay in their own hometown, close to their family and friends. When I see facilities that are at risk of closure, we know we have the ability and the supports that they need to stay viable and stay operating. I spoke to some businessmen in a community where we brought an aged care facility back to life, and he said, we were heartbroken when that facility closed, and you brought it back to us. So we look at the local branding when a service joins our alliance, and we modify it slightly, and you'll see every now and again a heart will be in that branding. And I think that's what we exemplify. We all have heart. The founders, the 3 founders, have a good heart for this business and for this industry.